How are we doing, everybody? Thanks for joining me for this video. As I said on the last vlog, on the old naked Ronnie rig video, maybe you've seen it, maybe you've not, we're going to continue in this peg on this lake, but in this video we're going to be on the old Peperami. Big bite, I'll have you know. Whether that makes any difference or not, I don't know. A few of you have asked for this, to be fair. Can you try Peperami? I think we're going to catch fish in this vlog on it. I'll be surprised if we don't. Fully confident in that. I've seen a lot of people do really well for the barbel and chub on that, so why we won't catch a carp on it, I can't see. So yeah, let's show you what peg we're in, let's show you the rod setup, and let's get some rods in and see, one, if we can catch on a Peperami, and two, just how many we get. So hope you enjoy. So if you watched the Ronnie video I mentioned that I've made just before this one today, you'll see that the third rod that was going that way is now going that way. That's because we're going to go down that margin. I will show you rod setups that are identical on these two, and that one's just got a different lead. So setup wise is 18-pound KORDA contour fluorocarbon mainline, still the best fluorocarbon mainline I've used in my opinion by a long way. That is 30 centimeters of the dark matter tungsten tubing. What I've found with this stuff is after a while it goes brittle and hard. Whether other tubings do that, I don't know. I've always used the KORDA stuff, but it kind of, when it's been out in the air or in the lake, it does get brittle and snap, so you do need to change that fairly regular. Down to the old KORDA run sleeve setup, 2.5 ounce distance swivel lead. Like I say, both rods are fished that way. Size 8 quick change swivel. And then over on this one, you'll see it gives it away how the last video went. It's exactly the same mainline, exactly the same tubing, setup, etc. All it is a 3 ounce flat swivel pair lead, because we're going in the margin. Whether that makes any difference on a running lead, I don't really know. It's just an extra 1/2 ounce because we're fishing closer in and there's no drag on the line. So let me show you rig setup now. Let's take you through the old rigs then. They're all the same, except there's one slight difference for a reason. This middle rig, they're all standard bottom bait blowback rigs, as I use in pretty much all my vids. But this one here is the old thinking angler size 5 hook. That's going to be fished down the margin because I want to have a bit more pressure on it to stop the fish charging out in the middle of the lake. That one there and that one there are, I think they're size 6 Gardner Talon tips, so they're a slightly smaller hook. Still strong. I think they're equally as strong as that, if I'm honest, but that's just got a wider gape, I think. Probably makes no difference whatsoever. Meat wise, all 3 meats are going to be fished. You'll see there's no tipper, there's no end. I just want a plain piece of meat on them because I don't want any sight bobbing coming into play, whether the fish picks it up or they don't. They're all going to have a bag of pellet on, purely for anti-tangle purposes and a bit of attraction. All on the old dark matter hook link with the tungsten sleeves. Like I say, that one and that one's going to the pads. That one there is going to be the margin one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 out there, that one out there. I'm going to put a little bit of bait over the top of that one, another 3 spoms over that. I will just point out that I've already made a video in this peg this morning, and out there I've already put 5 spoms of bait out. So 3 more over the top will equal 8 gone out to those pads since I've been here, and I've been here about 3.5 hours now. So just putting you in the perspective what's going on. Anyway, let's get some rods in and let's get some bait out there. Just before we cast in case you didn't watch the other video, you won't know what bait's going in. This is what we're having. That is sweet corn, some mixture of pellet that I use in my solid bags and my PVA bags, and then some quite large halibut pellets. These are in play because they're kind of mimicking a little bit of that Peperami shape. That's the reason I've cut it that shape. So these mimic like a free offering, and that sort of blends in, hopefully, you know. That's my thinking. Anyway, let's get some rods in now and then we'll get some bait out. What I'll do is I'll put all 3 out in one clip. So I'll just flick this one down the edge now, and then we'll quickly get those 2 out. And I'll leave the camera running just in case we get an instant bite, because you never know on here. That's the margin done. Here we go, we'll give it 3 spoms out there. Come on, get in there. Last one. That's that one done with. Fingers in the way, never mind. Let's spin you around and just show you the one scoop going over the margin. So let's give it another little one because that was a bit short. That's it. That leaves us with that then. And there we have it then. You've seen all 3 go out, you've seen the baiting happen. I've tried to show it as in real time, you know. Whether it looks good or not, I don't know. We'll see. If it looks rubbish, we won't be doing that in the future. But for now, you can sit, watch the rods, and let's see if we can get a Peperami bite and how many, because I think we're going to get more than one. Just as I put you on the stand, the old wind's picked up and a bit of rain's blowing through now. It doesn't really show it too well on the camera. Oh, I think you can see it. I'll just see how it goes. If it gets too heavy, you'll have to come off the camera. And I'll put you back on it when it stops. It's not going to be a lot, but I haven't got a cover to put over my phone, so it is what it is. But let's see how we get on. Well, sadly, the rain is still here. It's not meant to be here till this afternoon. It's about 20 past 11 now. It's not meant to land till 1 o'clock. It looks like it's come early, but I will film what I can film. Nothing's happened at the moment, which is surprising, to be honest. The only thing that has happened is, let's have a look in here. Oh, go on then, treat yourselves. There will be some burning in this episode. I'm going to see if I can maybe move the camera stand, because you'll see above me like there's nothing covering it. Maybe I can move the stand and put you there with a bit of tree cover so you can actually see if anything happens. So I'll see what I can do. I don't think that's too bad an angle, and you are out of the rain at the moment. If I zoom in on the lake, you'll see it is raining fairly heavy, so I'll put you there and I'll leave you watching the rods again. Well, there might not be much happening on the old rod front. The rain has eased off a little bit, which is nice. The wind's about to pick up. But let's just have a little look in here. Oh yeah, oh yep, we nearly lost them. Look at that. That is perfection. So I'm going to load them into there. I'm only going to get 3 in that one because that's a bit of a shit one, that, isn't it? Never mind. Anyway, I'll show you the finished result and then we'll get you back looking at those. And there we have it. I'm going to call this one the foot-long burnt dog. Check that out. That one's proper molten, that is. Happy days. Right, I'm going to sit, stuff my face. And you lot, you can keep watching that. a bit slow on the uptake there, just pouring the kettle, pouring coffee. Oh no, that's come off. That's my own fault there, not being quick enough on the bloody rod. Damn. Bugger. That's that one back out there. That's my own fault. I was too busy pouring the bloody water out the kettle in the cup. I didn't really twig what had gone on, hence why I was so long getting to the bloody rod. Never mind. At least we've had a bite, which we expected. Right, I'll leave you watching those and I'll carry on making this coffee. On it quicker that time. That was an instant bite. Picked up a line up. Got that one. That's the first one on the meat, or the Peperami I should say. Only a small one. I have unhooked him, treated him. We'll just watch him go back. Tiddler, little pasty that one. Is he gonna go out? Come on mate, out you go. That's cool, he's gone. Let's get the rod back out. Well, that was a nice small little pasty, but it's a bite. Like I say, I'm surprised it took that long. I did actually recast the rod out, put another bag on it and chuck it out again. Same place, just sometimes the sound of the lead or a bit of attraction back around the hook bait. Don't know, it went really quick. We lost the one before it. I've lost my coffee because the time I've finished messing around, that's gone cold, so we're brewing up. But while I'm making that, as always, I will say a massive thanks to you lot for supporting the channel, whatever way that you do. Say these videos are fun. I'm enjoying making these ones. You lot are enjoying watching them, and that's what it's about. Fishing's meant to be fun, you know. Somewhere for me like this, it's fun. I come here, try catch a fish, try different things. We get an answer, yes or no. When we get back on the Syndicate, that's a completely different game. When we get on the Trent after the barbel, that is, I'd really want to concentrate. But while I come here, where there's a lot of fish on an easy day ticket venue like this, it's good to try things, and maybe you should try different things in your angling too. But from me, thank you for supporting the channel whatever way you do, and if any of you do watch that haven't subscribed yet, please consider clicking the button. It is free, there's no contract, it doesn't cost you nothing, it just helps my channel get bigger and more people discover me. So I'm going to spin you background now. We're going to get that rod back out there with a fresh bag on. I'm going to have a coffee, and I'm hoping one of those goes back off again. But again, from me, thanks very much. Here we go again then. Instant. Haven't actually got the milk in that drink. Another small one. So while that fish is resting in there, I'm just going to show you. I've literally boiled the kettle, haven't actually got the milk in yet. So this left hand rod hasn't gone, don't understand why. I'm going to wind it in, hook a bag on and throw it out there. Then we'll sort that fish out because he's all right resting in the net at the moment. Just brought the left hand rod in. We was round the lily pad. Well, that could be why. Right, I'm going to get that fish sorted, then we'll get both these rods back out. Let's show you him. Common, maybe about £6, maybe 5. I don't know, let's have a look. What do you think? He's definitely not a whacker. He's ready to go back though. Go on then, mate, off you go. Spin him round. There you go. That's him done. Right, let's get those 2 rods back out there. In actual fact, before I get the rods out, I'm going to spum about another 6 spums out there because there's obviously a lot of fish out there because we're getting really quick bites, and there's obviously not a lot of bait out there either now. So I'm not going to film it, but I'm just going to put 6, maybe 7 spums back in the area. That's both of those back out there now then. We're going to see now how long it takes to get a bite after baiting up, because I've put 8 spums out there in the end, ready for the next video I'm going to make in this peg. And look, we're straight away again. Putting up a bit of camp for himself, this one. Come on. Didn't want to go in there, did he? I'll just show you that. There's the old Peperami hanging out, and the left hand rod has done absolutely nothing. Just quickly show you this one on the max. It's the biggest one. This hook hole's been treated. What a lovely scaly mirror, look. Look at that. Okay, let's get him back. Here we go then, time to release this one. You'll be the last one on this vlog. We've seen enough on the old Peperami. We've had 3 now. There you go, he's straight out. Happy days. That's it, you did hear correctly on that. That will be the last fish of this vlog. I've had 3 bites now, I'm happy with that. 4 in fact, because I lost one, and still no coffee. I think we had 4, did we have 3? I don't know. We've caught anyway, more than 1. So that's good enough for me. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I've already baited up for the next vlog. Hopefully you'll join me for that, because this is something I'm quite intrigued to know the answer to. I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you want to watch it, you'll see it in the title and you will. If you don't, you won't. But from me, again, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're out and about yourself, be lucky. And again, just don't forget to give the old thumbs up and subscribe button if you haven't already. But from me, again, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. How are we doing, everyone? Thanks for joining me for this one. I'm excited with this one because it's not something I would do. I don't ever think I knowingly have done it. And if I'm honest, I'm undecided if it's even going to catch. But we're going to be fishing 3 stiff hinges over a spotted area. Doesn't sound that out of the way, but on the hinge we're going to have 3 16mm fluorescent yellow pop-ups over a bed of bait that's already gone out there. I've already made 2 videos this morning in this peg. So there's been 15 spums of bait gone out where we're going to be casting 3 singles on. So we're not fishing singles, we're fishing 3 single hook baits presented over a bed of bait, basically. All 3 are going to be fished the same. 3 yellow hinges. Yellow I do really badly on, so that's why I've chosen yellow, because if I can catch on a yellow out of here, then it definitely does work. So let me spin you around, show you the setup, etc., and let's get to it.